Okay, this topic is kind of a little bit on taboo because it's about religion. And you're not supposed to talk about politics or religion, right? But you need to know the signs. So if you want to have a conversation with your friend or other people, then you have an opportunity to do that. You are not in the dark or ignorant about that. So that is something to be learned. Okay, so the first sentence we have is, are you a Christian? So time, topic, comment. We don't have time, but we want to know, Christian, are you? Right? So here we go. So we have a C for Christ, and then we're going to have like a banner, like royalty will wear a banner. So Christ, person, Christian, Christian you? Christian you? Are you a Christian? Yes or no? We'll talk about that in a second, about if they're agnostic, a believer, or atheist. Okay, then you can say Judaism is an old religion. Jewish, what about it? It's an old religion. Okay, so Jewish is you're taking your open 5-hand shape and you're like a beard. This is the sign for Jewish or Hebrew. So Jewish, old religion. Judaism, old religion. Yeah, and some people will know and go, oh, it goes back to however many thousands of years. Okay, are you a Catholic or are you a Protestant? A Catholic is the sign you take your U hand shape and you draw a cross on your forehead. And a Protestant is kneeling. It's a sign for Protestant. So you would say Catholic and shift and do Protestant. Which? Okay. So we have Catholic, Protestant, which you? Catholic, Protestant, which you? And so, oh, you're Protestant or Catholic? And the next day, oh no, I'm Jewish. so you'll get all kinds of responses. Now, if that person is a believer or agnostic or an atheist. So a believer would be someone, I believe in God. So we're going to use God as our first word because we don't have time here. We just have our topic and our comment. So it's really how they believe in God. So we're going to have our B hand shape. And we're not talking about some of the, I'll show you the sign for Islam and stuff like that in a minute. And that would be Allah, which would still be a God. I think Allah is a God, but I'm not really sure because I know Muhammad is a prophet. But that's who they believe in and worship. Okay, so anyway, we'll do God, and because I don't want to get into the minute details on some of the different religions, but we'll get into, just the, on the surface. It's a B hand shape. You start out this way up here, and then you go down and out. Down and out. God. God. Now, if you believe, you point to your head and then clasp your hands. Like, congratulations. Believe. That's a God believe. I believe in God. A believer. The next one is agnostic. They don't know. God doubt. Or you could say God don't know. Because it's someone who's still searching that. So God doubt or God don't know. An agnostic is a person who does not believe in God. God believe not. Or you could even say not believe. God believe not. So we have our three, believer, not sure, and no. So then, now here's some of the major religions. A Baptist, A hand shape, and immersion of a baptized. This is the sign for baptism, but it's also the sign for a Baptist. Methodist, you could do it down here or up here because that's how they this is a baptism on the head, like Catholic, Episcopalian, maybe Lutheran, and Methodist. So baptized this way. Or you could do this one for Methodist. Methodist. Lutheran, Episcopalian, Mormon, M or LDS. Um, there was one that I had my hand on and I couldn't remember. And Islam, that's what it was. So we already did Jewish. So Islam is, and I've showed you this before. It's the moon, and those are Islamic people who are Muslim. So that's a sign for Islam and Muslim is a moon, because that's what they have on um, their places of worship. A mosque is a moon, and so that's what that sign is. Okay, so now you're asking someone if they have been baptized. So we don't have any time, but we do have our topic. Baptize, finish, or baptized, yeah. So have you been baptized? So we would do baptism, or if you know they're Methodist or Episcopalian or Catholic, you can do baptism. Or baptism by immersion if it's another religion. Baptism finish you, or baptize not yet you. So I like knowing all the different ways that you can sign something to get the message across, because you don't know what people understand or what they don't understand. Okay. Every church I go to Sunday, I go to church every Sunday. Okay. So you could do it, I would do every Sunday, right? I would do every Sunday first, because it's time, topic, comment. Every Sunday, church, go to. So Sundays, church, I go. I always do touch. Just a Southern thing or a Texas, Oklahoma thing, but you could just get away with doing Sundays, every Sunday, and you go to every Sunday. Church, I go every Sunday. Okay. And the Jewish people go to temple, and Islamic go to mosque. So here's your rock. We have church, we have a temple with T, and we also have an M for mosque. So it's the same concept of going to a religious service in a building. Okay. Jewish people, time, topic, comment. So we have our time, which is on Saturday, and then and Jewish people, and what about if they go to temple? So every Saturday, Jewish people, temple, go. Every Saturday, Jewish temple, go to. And I believe the Islamic or the Muslims go on Friday. So I knew someone who worked over there, over in the the Middle East, and they went, I think Friday was their day of worship. So you could say Fridays, Islam, mosque, go to. But I don't know what they do here in America, but I think over there they go on Friday. But, I could be wrong. Anyway, but that way you could have a different days of the week to go to. Now, if you're asking, which church do you belong to? Now, you could say that a couple of different ways. So we don't have a time, but we church, go to, which, right? So church, you could either say, because you want to know which one do they belong to. You could say church, join, which you. Church with a U hand shape and going inside that little group. It's a group. Join. That's what, and if you quit that group, right? So if you join it, so church, join which you. Or you can say church, go to which you. You could say either one, either join or go to. Because that's what you're wanting to know is, where do you go to church? I might kind of go to church with you, or that kind of thing. Long ago, he used to be a preacher. B hand shape, long ago. You could probably do it open hand, long ago, open B, long ago. Preacher, he was. Really cool. Missionary. Missionary with an M. Remember my fingers don't. Okay, missionary. She's a missionary. Oh, cool. Some people do missionary in M's. And the reason why they do that is because this is the sign for service. You could be a service person, which is a waiter. You could be just doing service. You could be you could be ministering to that person, or look at that, taking care of someone, or you could be a missionary because they do service. So you might see this for missionary, or missionary because it got a badge, their name badge. You could see that. Okay. Do you want me to interpret the sermon? Sermon. Interpret, you want me to? Okay. Sermon. Interpret, you want me? Yeah. Sermon. Interpret, you want me? You want me to interpret? And I probably would not do that backwards, because they may say, yeah, you could do that. All right, so here's just some signs that are helpful for many Christian and Jewish religions. I'm not sure. I don't know a lot about the other Middle Eastern and Far Eastern religions. I know this is Buddhism. Buddhism. Okay, angel with wings. Whether you believe they have wings or not, that is a sign for angel. Wings and angels. And we already did believe. And then you can do bless in two different ways. You have your A hand shape, closed A hand shape up at your mouth, and then a blessing, because they've usually something that they're saying, a blessing. You could also do blessing, hands on someone's head. This is more of a saying, like a bless you. So bless you and then bless you, like they've got their hands on your head and they bless you. They're saying something, so they're blessing you with hands on. Okay, music. A choir is going to be a music group. Choir. Communion. Now, that's kind of different in different religions. Like for Catholic, it might be this because they have the wafer, but they also have the wine. So we have our W for wine, and then bread. We cut it, we slice it. Here's our loaf of bread on our left hand, and our right hand we're slicing it. Or you could say water and bread is sacrament or communion. This is more of a Catholic because of the wafer, and this is the sign for Catholic. So they'll do that for communion. Confession is different. This is where you have both of your hands in an A hand shape or S hand shape, and then you confess your sins. And a Catholic religion, or you go into confession with any religion, then it's like this because they're listening. They're listening to your confession. Confess. Sins is almost like a relaxed X, and it's here and sins, and it goes down and out. Sins. I don't want to make this too long. To crucify. So if you are a Christian, then you believe that Christ was crucified, and you nail the nails in each hand. Crucifixion. I know Jehovah's Witnesses do crucifixion. They believe he was on a stake, and that he was like this with the hands, and the nail went into both hands that way. But most people do crucifixion. Jesus, you have the nail prints in the hands. Jesus. If you are a Christian. If not, then it's God or Allah. Okay. So then we have the devil or Satan. Faith. I do faith. I think, and then an F hand shape. Faith. Some people do the sign for trust for faith. So either one works. So I think we're going to stop there. Oh, let's do heaven and hell. Heaven. You're just drawing this place above you. and then a H or U hand shape to make a H, hell. So that's, we've already had a lot of time, and we can continue this in part two like I did with the other one. So anyway, enjoy, practice, and chat with your friends and family so you can be more comfortable when you sign with the deaf person. So have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.